you're playing in Holland now in just one place in Utrecht.
Mm-hmm.
You never played Amsterdam, or you're never going to play?
I've never gone there.
Why
I
not?
could have gone today with Matt and Josh, but I didn't.
Yeah, to do radio.
We haven't played there. That's one reason. And, they called me this morning to see if I wanted to go, and I declined. I probably should have gone out, just for the change of pace.
Yeah.
But I was just too lazy today.
Why are you just playing one gig? I mean, right now you're pretty big in Holland.
I don't know why we're playing one gig. A lot of that has to do with the promoters setting things up, and a lot of that kind of stuff, depending on the band, has very little to do with the band. I think we're going to get our hands more involved in it from now on when we do it.
You really got this independent spirit, or? Because to me, I know Soundgarden from the beginning. I always thought they were like underground Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought they had this. You always had this this independent spirit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wasn't shocked that you were signed by A&M, or because you're so huge now, so popular. But
yeah, we always had the credo of do it yourself. Put your best foot forward, not only for you but our fans too. Our band and the fans. We try to put the best foot forward, and sometimes it gets out of control, like playing tiny clubs because a promoter wants to play the club this time and oversell it and not have it big enough so that the next time we can play a bigger place. I hate that shit. We should play
large.
Where we can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to wind up playing stadiums. It'd be a drag. I wouldn't want to go to a show.
Because Alice in Chains played one of the biggest venues in Holland. They didn't sell out though. But would you prefer that?
No. I don't like playing. I'd like to play like 3,000 to 5,000 seaters.
Okay.
There's a place in San Francisco called the Warfield, and I think that's the epitome of a good gig.
Wow.
It's got enough room for people to sit up in the balconies, and then a slanted balcony type area, and then there's enough room for moshers too.
Wow.
And even when it's sold out, it's never overcrowded. You're not dying for room. That's what Philadelphia is like.
Yeah.
They have a club like that too.
What's it called?
Trocadero.
I heard that one before.
Yeah, that's a famous, like, W.C. Fields used to hang out there. It's
Cool.
an old bar, yeah. It's really cool.
You into that, W.C. Fields?
I remember seeing him when I was a little kid, but I don't remember much about it because they don't show that stuff anymore. It's hard to find films and whatever.
Kind of cult hero.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Let's talk about Soundgarden again. Latest album, which is it's a miracle. It's so many different styles in it.
Yep.
How come?
Because there's a lot of different styles that we write in and we're capable of doing. Basically, the way to describe a Soundgarden song is it's a Soundgarden song when we all want to do it. We could do country. If we all wanted to do it, then it would be Soundgarden doing that.
Yeah.
We could do disco, but we usually don't do that stuff. This record is diverse because we decided, actually pretty much just because those are the kind of songs we came up with at the time, and we all wanted to do them. So.
But where do your influences stop then? I mean, you can hear Beatles, you can hear Corrosion of Conformity, hardcore punk, you can hear Led Zeppelin. Where does it stop for you?
Well, in a way, it never starts because it never stops. It's there. All different things influence you when you play music. When you try to honestly play a song or make up a song, everything influences you, not just music.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
It strikes me that I've been.
I'd say books influence us more than movies or. No, just because I don't know what the other guys read, but we all read.
What do you read?
Right now, I'm reading The Painted Bird.
Wow, Kosinski.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a really cool book.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've never gotten to read it before.
Yeah.
Usually I bring books with me on tour, but this tour, Val gave me a book and one of Kim's friends, and his wife is from here, that Marianne that everyone was asking. Her husband gave me a book to read. I was supposed to finish it by the time we got here, but I didn't.
You ever read Celine?
No,
That's right.
Matt's always trying to get me to read them, and I'm always
You
going,
should
"Come
read
on,
that.
Matt, give me the book," and he never does. Okay, I'll bring it in tomorrow, and he never.
You should read that.
People always forget, so I'm just gonna bypass Matt and go find him. That's Death on the Installment Plan, right? He wrote that. Is
No,
that
he
him?
wrote like what's it called? Journey to the End of the Night.
Okay.
That's his most famous.
Okay.
book.
Okay. Cool.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
so violent.
I've read his name
Yeah.
in references over and over and over. And
He's one
heard
of the
people
most
talk
famous and disputable and most discussed artist of France from the latest century, I guess. He's great. And Bukowski died. You into Bukowski?
No.
You ever read
Charles
Bukowski?
Bukowski.
Yeah, Bukowski. Is that how you
Is that?
pronounce it?
Yeah. The poet guy, the street guy
The
from
drinking
L.A.
poet.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not into him.
You're into that.
He's all right.
He was alright.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know, he was the epitome of the 20-nothings that I hung out with
What's
at
that?
home. Like people in their 20s that have no life, slackers that have no visions,
Mhm.
have nowhere to go. And they're just gonna and they idolize him. He speaks for them.
Yeah. Oh wow. You're from? Are they your roots? Are they your roots?
No, not at all.
What are the roots of Soundgarden of you? I mean,
Before I joined Soundgarden,
yeah, or all the guys. I mean, it comes together. It looks like a melting pot.
yeah.
Is it punk based or hardcore based?
Yeah, it's post-punk based. It's like Killing Joke, Meat Puppets, Minutemen.
MC5.
Yep, MC5. And then on the hard rock side, Kim and Matt used to like Kiss a lot, and they all used to like Rush, but I never liked any of those bands myself.
Kiss is great.
See, I'm more from the punk rock school, probably more than any of them. Punk rock and bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
Yeah.
That's a strange combination.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I really don't. Because all music has an energy to it. All
Sure.
music. And once you start getting more into the energy of it, then you don't pay attention to the boundaries. It all becomes gray area. So it's not strange at all, any combination of music.
Well, it used to be. I mean, that's
Imagine
easy to
Johnny
say.
Cash singing for Discharge. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be great. Yeah. That would be
See,
great.
that's the energy thing. That's where it all becomes gray area, and you don't know. Once you think of a feeling, then you got it.
Yeah, that's great.
Be
But, I
nice.
mean, it's easy to say now because it's so huge. It's so.
No, I've always said it. That was one of the first things I ever said in an interview, and people used to trip out on me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so common now because
Yeah,
this is
it
this
is.
is century.
And that's
this
what
is
I
year
was
of crossover.
saying. That's what I was saying. No, I said the 90s is the decade for crossover.
Yeah.
By the year 2000, it will be totally forgotten. That word will be, gone, and we'll trip out on somebody being a purist, probably.
Yeah.
Going back to the roots.
Like, wow, man, you're really playing just blues?
Yeah,
Will Soundgarden play
exactly.
just rock or?
Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Who knows? I don't think anybody's going to be able to put their finger on us for a while as to exactly what style we are. I don't think anyone's come
Well, people try to
close
label you,
yet.
of course.
Yeah,
maybe
they tried, but that's fine. you
And they
know.
try to label you as grunge or whatever.
Yeah, they tried.
You must be so fucking sick of that.
No, not really. People do what they do, and we just keep playing, so it's
You
cool.
don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We've somehow escaped most of the backlash from grunge or Seattle,
How do you do that?
more than other bands. I don't know, thanks to the journalists, a lot of the time we were left out of grunge articles, or when they brought us up in a good light as
Yeah.
compared to a bad light. And then when they were knocking grunge, we were somehow left out,
Yeah.
It's fine, I don't think we ever dressed grunge.
One last question. Now I gotta get up with a good one. Yeah, the theme of your latest CD, Super Unknown.
Mhm.
I read the lyrics. It's like all kind of how to cope with life, or is it? Am I correct in that?
Sometimes it's like that. In the songs, yeah, you're right. But I don't,
It's the whole atmosphere. I mean, it's like
it's the super unknown, that's life,
that's what it stands for.
Sometimes, yeah. There's so many aspects to it that title just invented itself off the song, but that was the only way we could make all the songs cohesive. That was the only name that all the songs could fit under, and it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I'd have to agree with that one. more than the other ones because to me it does mean life. And a lot of the songs, everyone talks about how depressing they are, but they actually, the guy singing them in the songs is saying how he gets by, you know?
So it's positive.
Yeah, it's actually very inspirational. It's not a fucking downer record at all, but it is pretty depressing when you feel it, you know? It feels heavy.
Yeah, I mean, you always be like outsider. When I look at this record, it's always just like you're saying. It's one guy talking about getting over things. One more thing, the Spoon Man. It's this drummer. It's this street guy.
Yeah, this guy that is a friend of my family. That's how I used to know him. And the title came from a list of titles, or the song came from a list of titles that a friend of Chris's had written as a fake set list for a movie. And Chris took the set list home and made up songs to each of the titles. And that's what he calls himself, Spoon Man. So Chris's friend wrote Spoon Man.
Yeah, initially I thought this is a song about heroin. And thought,
that's what. We heard about that when people saw the name. They thought, like our label was going, you know, you're gonna get in trouble for that. There's probably, but who cares? You know, it's your song. A&M's really cool that way. They let us do, you know.
Yeah, but
but when you listen to it, you find out it's not.
Yeah, and then Spoonman actually plays on the record.
Yeah.
He comes on tour.
He played one show with us in England.
Wow.
And he's opened for us before in Seattle.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man.